at the demo. All right, it's visible on the screen. So yeah, this is the discovery workspace. So over here we can schedule our discoveries. We can see what discoveries has happened and what all configuration items were discovered. So I will quickly go into the schedules so that I can show you how it will look like. All right, so it is showing us a schedule overview. So this is a demo environment. So over here, you may not be able to see a lot of things, but yeah, for the demo piece, I have created one discovery schedule that I would like to showcase. So this is the demo discovery that I have created. Over here, I have provided the information, the name, the server which is actually being utilized for the discovery itself only. I will not go into the technical piece too much into it, so I am not going into that. And then I can specify the various IP ranges where it need to do discovery and all the other things. So since I have already run it and it takes huge time to kind of run the discovery, I will simply go and find the discovery that I wanted to showcase. Yep. So this is the discovery that I had did earlier. So over here you can see it identify total one device and what is that device is, and if there would have been, let's say, 10 devices, it will have shown us over here. And if it is a scheduled discovery and it has identified one new device, then it will have shown one. If it hadn't identified any new device, then it would have been 0 itself only. I will simply open it up. Over here, we can see that it has identified this particular laptop, and we have all the configuration details about it, what laptop it is, what are the software installed, what are the running processes involved, what's the network adapter look like. So we have that complete visibility over here. Again, this is a configuration item for a laptop. That's why we are seeing this information. It would have been something else if it would have been a network device. If it would have been something else, then it would be showcasing that. If I click on Open Dependency View, it is the same thing that I was talking about earlier. We have a complete, dependency view for us where we can see if the disk is not responding, then it is going to impact the computer itself only. So something similar to that. If the MySQL is not working at its maximum output, or if it's facing some kind of disruptions, then it could impact the server as well. So that is possible. So I will simply click on over here to show you what all things have been created. So yeah. So this is kind of highlighting, and why that's happening is because there is an alert associated to it. So alert got created, and we can see this is the alert information. If I click on it, I will be quickly directed to the alert, and we will have all the details about it. I will go into that just in a while. Then we can see incidents. If there are any incidents that has been created for it, which are open, we can view them from over here itself only. So if I click on it, I will be able to see the incident, and you have seen the incidents earlier in our ITSM demo as well. So it's the same window, it's the same thing, but yeah, we have all the information about it, like, SLA is related to it, CI is related to it, because it is a configuration item. And over here as well, we can see the, details about the server itself only. The server is working slow for MySQL 1. So we can see different type of incidents for different type of configuration items, and we can have a dependency along the way. Moving on, I will be showing you how these alerts are created. So right now what I'm showing you is the capability of, creating automations on the alerts that we are capturing. So these alerts are those alerts. Within the slides itself only, if you have downloaded them, you would be able to see, like, we can capture alerts from different sources, be it from SolarWinds, be it from AWS, be it from GCP, be it from Splunk as well. We can have them. So once we have those, how do we identify what alert is what? So we can do grouping as well. So we can group alerts into one. So over here I am grouping alerts if the group is this, and then what I'm doing is I'm creating a group basis on the description, so that if the alert is saying server is facing some kind of issues into it. Let's take an example of a more relatable scenario. If the alert says the server has faced some connectivity issue with the MySQL server, so that alerts will be grouped together. So we can do it from here itself only. So we can create a rule like this. We can provide the information details and how it will look. And then it will create a group alert like this, where we can see the details about it, mid server for demo, what's happening. And then we can see the grouped alerts in just one single window itself only. And what service they are impacting, we can see that as well. Okay. So that is a grouping of alerts that is possible. Then we have enriching. So once we have, identified like this is a critical issue or this issue needs some more information, we can enrich it. What that means is we can add in more details to that particular, alert. So if once the page load, we will be able to see it in action. Yeah. So we have identified, if these conditions are met, like, simulated high CPU alert, then we will be, adding more details to it. What details? Like, the description I have right now added by rule event, but we could, get details from the event itself only, from other places as well. Like if you want to, have the details about, if the error happened in, at what particular time, from what particular IP it was trying to connect, using what credentials, and what was the response from there. So we can, create a unique kind of details for us that we could enrich into the alert itself only, which would help us resolve it better. So once we do that, this is how alert record would look like. So I had added, a description over here. So this is something that we can see over here. So it has been added. Then we have respond capability, where we can, respond basis on what has happened. So if there has been an alert and we want to take some actions onto it, I talked about two scenarios. So let's take those two scenarios itself only. If there is a alert which is saying that the server utilization is more than 90%, then we want to either notify the IT team that they need to increase the server count itself only, or maybe, do some auto scaling logic, or maybe, add some more RAM to it, add more CPU power to it. So we can do that. So over here, I have a respond rule created for me, where I'm checking, if this is happening, and what I'm doing is I'm creating an incident for me, and I am creating all of that incident details for me over here. But not only that, I can also send a webhook call as well. So as I mentioned, we can do auto scaling as well. We can send reset signals as well. So we can send it from over here. So automation we have to do these kind of things. And this is how the alert will look like. So this is the alert. It has all the information that we provided, and then we can see the incident itself only. So this is the incident which got created as it satisfied the criteria. This is the incident that got created, and we have the information. And over here, you can see the now assist capability. We talked about it in our previous demo, ITSM demo. So we have this, and we can utilize it wherever we want. So this is alert automation for respond. Lastly, we have ignore. So we can remove noise, and noise can be removed by various scenarios, but ignore is one of them. Like, we can utilize grouping and ignore together to kind of remove noise. So we can do that. So over here, I have created an ignore rule as well, where if the description value is, let's say, I haven't saved it yet, but let's say description value is, server warning. So I don't want to care about server warnings. I just want to, care about something else. So I can specify the criteria, and it will simply be ignored, and we will not be notified anywhere within our alerts, within our, respond, or within our grouping as well. So we can do that. So this is what alert automation is for us. And then this is the dashboard. This dashboard is showing us, what all details we have. So basically all the details that we have a clear graphical representation for us, which is easier to understand and looks good and gives us a much more clarity from a, reporting point of view. Lastly, I want to showcase the certificate inventory. So certificate inventory is basically, the certificate management that I talked about in the feature section. Over here, we can manage our TLS and SSL certificates, PKI certificate as well, and various other certificates that you may be utilizing within your website, within your application, within authentication or integrations. We can manage all of that if they are up for renewal, if they would be expiring soon. So we can manage all of that from over here. We can have different expiration tasks created, but right now for the sake of this demo, I haven't created them for now. But yeah, this is the place where we can manage it and where we can, handle them. So this was the small demo that I wanted to kind of showcase to give you a highlight of how ITOM would look like in action.